My name is Sliced Bread, Man United expert, football connoisseur and historian. I wanted to talk to you today about the Manchester derby that's going down on Sunday at 4:30 at the Etihad. Now please join my channel for this. I am doing my first ever watch along of a Manchester United game, or any football game for that matter. Please join my channel to join me for my first watch along. So let's get into the preview of this game. Normally they say in derbies that the form book goes out of the window, and I think to some extent this is true with this derby, although it's impossible to ignore how Manchester United have been playing, because there's been so many draws lately. They've not created enough chances in some games. In the games where they have created enough chances, they've not been converting them. There's loads of rumours about dressing room unrest, about a divide with Cristiano Ronaldo being at the centre of it, Harry Maguire potentially at the other end of it, Ralf Rangnick not really knowing what side to pick. There's a lot of unrest at Manchester United at the moment. So going into a massive game like this, it's easy to see how people would write Manchester United off from the first whistle. However, with Man United due to play the second leg against Atletico Madrid in a couple of weeks' time, they will be seeing these next two Premier League games as momentum building games. Now, in terms of top four, it's difficult to say that United are still in the race, because Arsenal have games in hand on them. They're already ahead of them. They're playing a lot better than Man United. The momentum's in Arsenal's corner, and Manchester United have an extremely tough run of games coming up. You've got Man City, Tottenham, Chelsea, and you've got Champions League all in the same month, all in the same 3-week period, in fact. So Manchester United have got a tough run coming up. This is a massive game for them because this is essentially the start of that run. So this is a make or break month for Manchester United's season, and I think largely because of the Champions League. If we were to go out of the Champions League, I think this season's a complete write-off. I've got to be honest with you. You've got to start looking at it as well from a Manchester City perspective. There's been a narrative perpetuated all season that Man City are winning the league easily, and that was the case until a few weeks ago, but Liverpool have really picked the game up. They've been very consistent throughout the season, and then Manchester City have really dropped off a bit. They've had a couple of bad results. They drew with Southampton, much like Manchester United did, and then they also had a loss to Tottenham the other week. So Pep Guardiola will be feeling the pressure here, and the reason why I say that is because if Man City were to lose to Manchester United, Liverpool would be 6 points behind with 2 games in hand and a better goal difference. So guess what that means? There's a potential there for Liverpool to overtake them, and at this stage in the season, this is very key for Manchester City. So whilst I agree that the form book normally goes out the window, both teams are going to be equally motivated to win this one. In terms of what the keys to victory are for Manchester United in this game, Ralf Rangnick needs to be very brave here, and he needs to drop one of Pogba and Bruno Fernandes. And I'll tell you why. Manchester City are going to have the ball for most of this game. That's a foregone conclusion. They've got a team which is well coached in their coach's philosophy. Manchester United do not have that. Even with other well-drilled teams, Guardiola's teams seem to always keep the ball against them. That just seems to be a foregone conclusion. So Manchester United are going to have large spells of this game without the ball. So when you've got two players like Bruno Fernandes and Pogba that are both a lot better on the ball than they are off the ball, I don't think you can have two players like that in your midfield. So I think you need to drop one of them and play Fred in the midfield three. Personally, I believe it should be Matic, Fred and Pogba, because Bruno's been bad in the last few games. Very, very bad. Whereas Pogba's actually been playing quite well. And Pogba has, in the past, done amazing things against Manchester City. So I think this is a game for Paul Pogba, but we need to play Matic and Fred alongside him in the midfield. So we need to play Matic at 6, we need to play Pogba in the left-hand side number 8 role, and then Fred on the right-hand side number 8 role, dropping Bruno Fernandes to the bench. I also think this would be a good game for Edinson Cavani. Whoever's playing up front is going to have to do a lot of running. The way Man City pass the ball, it's just extreme. It's extreme. And Cristiano Ronaldo, the amount of pressing that he does isn't going to cut it in a game like this. It's going to be like playing with 10 men if we don't have the ball. If we play with Bruno as well, it'll be like playing with 9 men. So I think we need to be very careful about how we approach this. But I think Rangnick's potentially got the mindset to be able to do it. Not that I think playing Fred and Cavani guarantees us a win. It doesn't. I think Man City could still walk all over us because they just have better players. The players are better drilled. They've got more goal scoring capability. They've got more chance creating capability. But I think Manchester United have a chance. Now it's interesting because under Solskjaer, I would have said that at a point like this, with Manchester United on a downswing and Manchester City looking like they're going to absolutely wallop them, I would have said this is where Manchester United will win. Because under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, that's what we kept doing. We kept going through these really bad runs of form and then winning against one of the bigger teams in the Premier League. So that's what I think would have happened if Solskjaer was the manager of this game. However, Rangnick has not really proved that capability, because Ole Gunnar Solskjaer had that ability to get players up for a big game and to make them feel like they were the underdogs and that they would just be so ready to fight for it. Certainly against Manchester City anyway. Solskjaer's record against City was actually really, really good somehow. But I think that's almost because he knew he was outmatched by Pep, so he just parked the bus. Rangnick probably isn't going to play like that. Now, I don't really know where that leaves us. In the way that we've been playing under Rangnick, whilst I prefer that style of play, as far as we're trying to be open, we're trying to create chances, we're trying to progress the ball, I actually think this leaves us in a devastatingly bad position against City. We'll try to go football for football with them, and I just don't think we can do it. I don't think we're capable of playing the kind of football where we'd be able to actually outplay Manchester City. We're still capable of putting some counter-attacks together. However, I have to imagine those would be few and far between, because Manchester City, like I said before, will have control of the ball. If you look at their midfield, they've got Rodri, they've got Gundogan, they've got Kevin De Bruyne, they've got Bernardo, Silva. These players are all so good at keeping possession. They've got Grealish, who doesn't even get in their team at the moment. Doesn't even get in their team. And we've got players that are good, but you look at players like Sancho and Rashford. I mean, I personally believe Anthony Elanga has to play this one just for the work rate. But if Sancho and Rashford were to play, they're going to run fucking rings around us. I'm just going to say that right now. The fullbacks of Manchester City are going to run rings around Rashford and Sancho. They're going to be getting forward. There's going to be no one tracking them. Whereas Elanga, we at least know Elanga's going to work hard and Elanga's going to try and dig in for the team. So I'm very excited for this game because it is going to be my first watch along. Please smash a like button on the video. Please also subscribe to the channel and turn on the notifications button in order to be notified when my watch along is going live. But that is 4:30 on Sunday at the Etihad Arena. I will be doing a watch along of the entire game. I think we're going to get smashed by Manchester City. I hope I'm proved wrong. I hope that Ralf Rangnick can come out with something tactically to prove me wrong. I just think the way that we've been playing, we've been trying to press teams, which is a good thing in the long run. However, in the short term, we're leaving ourselves very open against a team like Manchester City. And I don't think we've got the counter-attacking capability anymore to be able to dig in and beat them. We've conceded far too many goals against shitty teams to be able to go out and beat a team like Manchester City at the moment. So let me know what you think, guys. I've been Sliced Bread. Will Manchester United be able to do it against Manchester City? I will see you on Sunday for the watch along, hopefully. As always, email inquiries are in the description, as well as the link to my Patreon as well. Thank you very much, guys. I'll see you later.